So, Mr. T,
Yes, sir.
how did New York become New York?
Okay. I talk to a lot of people that I happen to work with, so-called white people, so-called black people, African American, Jamaican American, and the Caribbean. A lot of people like that. I have dialogue with them. Most of them I could not believe that people don't know their history. I can't tell you that. But anyway, with New York now, in the colonized era, Boston, Massachusetts was where the British had their headquarters. And France headquarters was in Louisiana. And Spain worked themselves from Florida go straight across to the west coast. And France owned all the west coast, from Washington State, from all the way to California, Arizona, and all those parts of Texas, and back up to Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, and all those places was owned by Spain. Anyway, to show you, I'm going to break it down so you can understand what I'm saying about New York, about New York. The Netherlands is the one who colonized New York. The Netherlands was in New York. The whole era there, New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York was colonized by the Netherlands, and they named it New Netherlands. So all that era was New Netherlands. And Manhattan and those places was New Amsterdam. So that's where colonization was doing their work. The colonizer was doing their work. Here the British worked themselves all the way down from New England. That's why all the way up there in New England, because the British run that area. The British run that area. So,
Go on. Keep going.
yeah, when they work themselves down there, they run into the Netherlands. And when they run into the Netherlands, they have a confrontation where they fight each other. And that's how colonization works. All fractions then fight against each other. And who can capture more land? And land is a major objective. So British and the Netherlands fight. And that was 1624. And they fight, and the Netherlands successful and drive them back up. So they went back up to Massachusetts. So they got to get in touch with the King of England and let them know that what happened. They run into to other fraction that they did not have enough manpower to overthrow them. So what they do, the King of England send more enforcement. And 1626, they attack the Netherlands again. They come back down New England, attack them again. And then this time, after the fight said and done, they driven the Netherlands out of the whole year and year. And the Netherlands leave. a lot of leave and New York, not New York, the King of England, they get in touch with them and get in touch with the king and let the king know that they overpowered the Netherlands and they left. So what really happened now is that the king said they're gonna the king at that time have a brother in York, in England. And what he did, yeah, so the King of England the King of England named New York after his brother. He was in Niafa in England. So he named the whole area that's how New York become New York now. But the king named it New York. King of England named it New York. So I just want to show you how it become New York. And in other land, in those days, in Europe, in other land, have the best navy in the 13th and 14th century. And in other land, after the news start going on in Europe, that Spain, Finland, and people, whatever they call it. But it's colonization anyway. They call it discovery, but that is not discovery. So that's how they first happened to get there, that era there. So then the British wrote themselves and they own all the east coast coming down to Virginia. And Virginia, when they have Virginia, that's where the history of George Washington started, because George Washington father was in the British Army, and he also is from England. But he born in George Washington born in Alexandria, Virginia. And he was a general in the British Army. But what was going on with George Washington and the British and all of them, it wasn't, he didn't see it as profitable for them, for the British was taking all the tax out of this country and send it to England. In Philadelphia, that's where like the headquarters was, and they call it taxation without taxation without implementation. It's like they don't know why they take the tax. So then they bring a confrontation, and so the George Washington break away from the British Army and took some of the British soldiers with him. And then group up and turn around and fight the British. That's how the British started to lose grip on this country. After they had 13 colonies with all of the East Coast, go back up to New England area there. So that is what took place. Just that era there, I just want to stop there so next time I can get some video. Yes, and that is the original truth